Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're digging into a really powerful framework for personal growth, one that pretty much turns the whole idea of the ladder of success on its head.
So let's start with this quote, because it's a big one. It challenges everything most of us have been taught about how to build a good life. The argument is, what if we've been aiming at the wrong target this whole time?
For most of us, we've been handed a pretty familiar script, right? You work hard, you climb the ladder, you become successful, and only then, way down the road, do you finally get to be happy. And this leads to a situation that's all too common, and honestly, a little tragic. We all know someone like this. They reach the absolute peak of their career, they've got the money, the status, but they sacrifice their health or their family to get there. In a way, they won the race, but lost a piece of themselves.
This slide really shows the new way of thinking. On the left, you've got success, which we usually define by external things like a job title or a bank account. But on the right, you have maturity, which is something totally different. It's an internal, more complete state of being. And the argument is pretty simple. If we only aim for success, we might miss the real price.
So if that old map is flawed, what's the new one? Well, this framework lays out a really fascinating roadmap called the 7 realms of life. Let's walk through them one by one.
The journey starts here, in the first realm. This is the foundation for almost everyone. You exchange your work for a salary. Simple. You have a job. This is the starting point. Now, realm 2 adds a game-changing ingredient, ownership. You're not just doing the work for someone else anymore, you're in the driver's seat. You've just transformed your job into a business. From there, once that business is bringing in consistent profit, it levels up again. It stops being just a venture or a hustle. It becomes a sustainable, long-term career, something with real stability. Okay, now, this is the crucial turning point in the whole framework. Having a profitable career doesn't automatically mean you're successful. You only hit true success when you add that secret ingredient, maturity.
But we're not done yet. Realm 5 makes it crystal clear that success alone is not the finish line. Real happiness is defined as success plus good health and harmony with your family. Without those other two, success feels pretty hollow, doesn't it?
So once you've reached that integrated state of happiness, the 6th realm is about looking outward. It's about getting beyond yourself and creating value by helping other people find their own happiness.
And finally, we get to the highest realm. This is where you actually codify your wisdom and transfer it, creating a lasting culture that influences people long after you're gone. That's real impact.
All right, so we've established that maturity is the key that unlocks all these higher realms. But what is it, really? What does it actually mean to be mature in this new way of thinking?
First things first, it's not about your age. It has nothing to do with birthdays. The source defines it as an internal feeling of growth, that sense you get when you know your understanding of the world, your relationships, and your actual skills have seriously leveled up.
And this growth happens across 3 core areas. A mature person isn't just good at their job, they've developed depth across the board. That means having a strong set of guiding principles, not just opinions. It means having genuine, deep connections with people, not just a big network. And it means having true expertise in your field, not just being competent.
This slide just nails the difference, doesn't it? Your chronological age is just a number, but your maturity age, your level of development across these 3 pillars, that is what really defines what you're capable of in life and where you are in those 7 realms.
Now here comes the most exciting part. This whole framework isn't just a description of how things are, it's a strategy. It suggests that you don't have to slowly grind your way through these realms for your entire life. There's a faster way.
I mean, think about it. Conventional wisdom suggests that most people don't really reach that comprehensive state of maturity, where they've balanced their beliefs, relationships, and skills until they're maybe 50 years old. That's a long time to wait.
But look at this timeline. The claim here is that it's possible to compress what might normally take 37 years of life experience and learning into just 7 years of focused effort. How? By changing your goal. You stop focusing on success and you start focusing directly on developing maturity.
So the strategy is to build all the pieces of a good life at the same time. You anchor yourself to your core skill, your value creation tool, and then you work on everything else in parallel. You don't wait until you're successful to get healthy. You don't wait until you're happy to start helping others. You work on all the realms at once, with maturity as your North Star.
So here's the bottom line. When you stop obsessing about climbing that old ladder of success and instead pour your focus into cultivating your own maturity, you unlock this accelerated path.
You start rising through all 7 realms at the same time, building a rich, meaningful, and valuable life much, much faster.
And that's really the powerful question this whole idea leaves us with. It's a challenge to stop thinking one step at a time and to start thinking like an architect for your entire life, right now, using a completely new blueprint.